run for 857. He's thrown for 755. Jerry Howard, the B-back. Clinton Lynch is the A-back on the right side. And Quay Searcy on the left side. Marshall will keep it and take it for 6.
Man for man for each option that Georgia Tech has, extremely important.
Safety sneaks up on 2nd and 5. It's a give to Jerry Howard, and he is swarmed after a gain of 2. 3. Straight ahead, Jerry Howard, and he picks up the first down. 1st and 10 Jackets, a check by Marshall, the quarterback. Give to Howard, and he takes it to the 49 on a gain of 4. Jonathan Ledbetter in Kirby's side that they have to prepare for this offense, and they do it literally year-round. To throw for the first time, Marshall chased, and he will lob it up to the sideline.
A way to do it, though, get him into 3rd and medium, get him into 3rd and long. Not what this offense is built for.
3rd down, 6 at midfield. And Marshall takes it just shy of the yard.
Off tackle with a fake to the dive.
Movement from everybody except the center and the quarterback.
And they were going off tackle there. It's a tough thing with a new quarterback in there. The cadence sounds a little bit different. Everybody ready but him in the center.
Ball start.
Georgia Tech on offense running just its 7th play of the game here in the 2nd quarter. And Taquan Marshall is able to keep it for 4.
The flow eventually comes back to you, so everyone's got to play with their head, not their heart out there tonight. You start trying to make plays outside of your responsibility, that's when Georgia Tech will hit you big.
Pitch to Searcy. And he had an alley good enough for a first down. Tay Crowder finally brings him down. It's a pick. He'll see it before the defense will and take advantage of it on the very next play. Marshall keeps it, gets cut down. Crowder is there for the
try to create overloads, have to try to dictate which side of the ball they run to. But knowing that you just have to play responsible, sound football like that right there.
That's Jonathan Ledbetter. It will only get louder. Marshall kept it, nowhere to go. A gain of. They'll throw for the 2nd time. No, they won't. Marshall tracked down and dropped, and Georgia turns them over.
Having a chance to see that react, I think that's why that wasn't called.
Doesn't make Robert Beal any less woozy. Pitch to Searcy. That's been a successful play for Georgia Tech when they've gotten to the edge, but there's a flag back at the 32-yard line. J.R. Reed leaves Georgia Tech with a 1st and 18. Clinton Lynch to the 20, a gain of 3.
But he's the more athletic, a little tougher to tackle, more the running quarterback, even though Marshall doesn't throw it a ton either. Both these guys rushed for over 800 yards this year.
Had a high school rivalry with Fromm. Oliver taken down behind the line of scrimmage. DeAndre. 7:30. Both games also streaming live on the ESPN app. Taquan Marshall at quarterback. Keeps it on the edge for a Georgia Tech first down. First down, a little bit more for Jerry Howard. Howard, sophomore from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Zone. And he plays a physically demanding position for Georgia Tech. He gets it again, and he gets swarmed immediately by 5 different Bulldogs to take to it.
Yeah.
They go right back to it. It's Jerry Howard again, this time for 3. pitch to Nathan Cottrell, and he is stuck.
And like I said, Georgia Tech going for it on fourth.
Option right, kept by Marshall, and he fights for the first down with a gain of the fourth of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Their lone score came on a kickoff return. Marshall keeps it himself, gets hog-tied by Jonathan Ledbetter. Pickup of 6.
Can't cover up this hair. Come on, Tom. You know that.
You look good in a lot of things. Band hat, no. You've got your own plumage. 2nd and 5. It's Cersei in motion. And they're going to throw. Marshall chase. Taylor pressured him. 3rd down 5. Option. Pitch to Cottrell. Bundled up and brought down. No gain.
Accurate. Throwing over defenders. Those are difficult throws he's executing. He'll be able to do that against Alabama as well.
Georgia Tech to throw on 4th and 6. Marshall pressured. Escapes once. Can't escape twice. It's another sack for the Bulldogs defense. They might try to take more risks for big gain plays, but that doesn't necessarily mean passing plays. They hand it off on 1st down and find 2 yards.
Marshall on the edge with an A back as an option, but you got to start where your offense is centered around, which is that dive, which we saw in the first play. Now I wouldn't be surprised. Oh.
You can't afford to do that.
I was going to say, wouldn't be surprised.
Marshall to throw, flushed again, changes direction again, and he'll Reggie ball that one over to the hedges.
But it's the uniqueness to that offense that provides even the best defensive coordinators in the country, like Kirby Smart fits. And you could tell yesterday talking to him, he didn't enjoy this. He doesn't enjoy scheming against this offense because it's so unique. They're so good at it. It's a small margin of error.
In Annapolis, where Paul coached for so long, is one of the options. That might be a fitting way to put a cap on a great career. Marshall gets swallowed up. Lost 2. He was trying to match Bobby.
From how hard it is to win here at Georgia. I know. I never did.
3rd down 7. Late pitch. Great pitch. It'll set up a 4th and 1. Georgia's defense has been suffocating today. Marshall, quarterback sneak. He's able to get the 1st down. Marshall 0 for 3 through the air. Wow. Malik Herring has had a monster day. Nice ball fake by Taquan Marshall. Picks up 9 of quality teams that, when this all shakes out, are going to deserve serious consideration to that top 4. One of those years it feels like there's not enough spots in the playoff. College football rankings are brought to you by another quarterback sneak and another 1st down for Marshall. Something they can read. They got double A gaps open like that. Just take the quarterback sneak. But you're right about Marshall. He's had a heck of a career here as a runner. Not as much of a throwing quarterback as Georgia. Doesn't throw it that much. I think Demarius was way out of the ordinary with 50 catches or so at Georgia Tech. You usually only get 10 or 15 if you're a receiver here. Clinton Lynch on the year, the leading receiver. I'm going to count Demarius there if I'm tallying it up. Extra effort by Marshall, and we'll see where the mark is. Tyler Clark got to him.
Georgia Tech offensive line.
Paul Johnson called Parker Braun the best player on the team.
Period. He's so powerful for only being listed at 280, which, Cole, you and I know that means he's probably in the low 270s or so.
His dad played football at Army, high school offensive line coach, mama high school athletic director. Straight ahead for Jerry Howard. Georgia shows blitz. Option left and nowhere to go. The speed.
Another fourth down here for Georgia Tech.
Marshall to throw to the slant. Incomplete. He was trying to fit it.
They've held the #1 rushing team in the nation to just 103 yards so far in this game.
Different formation for Georgia Tech now. And they keep it with Taquan Marshall. Let's keep it with Peter Burns.
2-7, and Florida just recovered a fumble of the Seminoles. Route and order.
Chance for a double pass for Georgia Tech. They won't get it off. Specialty play blown up by Georgia's aggressive deep. Georgia, when he came back from the '84 Olympics, I think he made the right choice. As a 15-year-old, he was 5'4", 115 pounds. On third down, it is batted back. It is then knocked down by Taquan Marshall. Smart play. Speaking of incredible, they just showed Ohio State with a block punt for a touchdown against Michigan on the big board. And that represents an opportunity for Georgia to get back in the college football playoff. They're going to throw to the edge again. A backwards pass and maybe a yard. The ball came loose. If you're Georgia Tech, this game has been about as pretty as an aardvark.
An anteater?
Yeah, they're not pretty. No, the aardvark's
not.
not really. I mean, they have that pig-like snout. They go behind the line. They want to throw back. This is Marshall on the receiving end. He's got blockers out front. Taquan Marshall to the 20-yard line. Third straight time they've run that play. They finally throw up, indeed, 22 yards on the gain. And the first completion today for the Yellow Jackets. Jerry Howard is the B-back. He gets it straight ahead. Okay, so let's play this thing forward with the college football playoff in prime position, but I don't know if anything's guaranteed in this day and age. Here's the toss. Lynch. And he's got a Georgia Tech first down. Speaking of Ohio State, here's Peter Burns. Got a one-loss Oklahoma team, a one-loss Ohio State team, a one-loss Georgia team. Jerry Howard straight ahead.
Yeah, in some degree control their own destiny. If they beat Alabama, they will be in.
Here's Searcy trying to find the edge, and he reaches for the goal line. He's in. First offensive touchdown of the day for Georgia. Chris Doran gets excited about. Good to see him smiling.
Speaking of one of the best dressed guys in SEC Network,
Peter Burns,
named Tom Hart.
Oh. This one thrown away. Devon Fenda.
And I do believe that Georgia will need Justin Fields for a few drives as a changeup, as a package quarterback, but a package quarterback that can really stretch the field as well, and Alabama will have to defend him as such. That's the first thing.
Screen to Jerry Howard, goes for a Tech first down.
The second thing, the times that we've seen Tua Tagovailoa be human and not a robot that just throws completions and touchdowns, is when he's been pressured. Mississippi State, they got after him. They got his jersey dirty, and he made mistakes. Forced to throw against LSU.
Entire way. So I think he's as healthy as he's going to get. I think his knee injury probably is one where he's going to need some rest in the offseason, but he's as healthy as he's going to get right now.
Beautiful route run by Brad Stewart, and the senior is.
Whatever two are standing next to Lamont Gallier when they line up against Quentin Williams may be as important or more important than anything else Jordan just threw out, because 92, you go with the
butter, you know, I was just, you know. Don't at me, Tom Hart.
Under a minute to go. Georgia Tech airing it out right now. There's Searcy.
Sometimes I just pull things out of my head. Playing, and really the teaching. Not as much the game plan. It's the teaching that they did all week, that they've done for a few days.
Jump ball caught, end zone, Brad Stewart.
Just as we're giving praise, the jump ball to Brad